This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for tuning in this morning. And in the news for December 27, 2022, 3 dead and several injured in Western accidents. 3 people were killed and several others left injured in 3 motor vehicle accidents in Western Jamaica since Christmas Eve. Those killed have been identified as 41-year-old Celia Jarrett of Friendship in Trelawney, 61-year-old Linton Watkin, a laborer of Hartford District in Westmoreland, and 52-year-old Barrington Francis, a farmer of Litchfield District in Trelawney. According to reports, about 11:40 p.m. on Sunday, Jarrett was among passengers traveling in a white Toyota Coaster bus along the Greenwood Main Road when the vehicle collided with a black Toyota Noah minivan, which was traveling in the opposite direction. More than 12 persons traveling in both vehicles sustained injuries and were taken to the Falmouth Hospital, where Jarrett was pronounced dead. Some of the other passengers were treated and discharged, while others were admitted in serious condition. Prior to Jarrett being killed, Francis and Watkins lost their lives in 2 other road accidents that occurred on Christmas Eve in Westmoreland and Trelawney. Francis was reportedly hit by a motor vehicle while walking along a section of Lime Tree Road in Waitabit, Trelawney, about 7:40 p.m. on Saturday. He sustained head and body injuries and was taken to the Falmouth Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Watkins and a pillion crashed while traveling on his motorcycle along a section of the Torrington Main Road in Savannah Lamar on Saturday. Police reports indicate that about 8:30 p.m., Watkins and another man were traveling on the motorcycle. While in the process of negotiating a corner along the Torrington Main Road, he reportedly lost the control of the motorcycle and it crashed into a metal signpost. Both men were thrown from the motorcycle and sustained head and body injuries. They were taken to the hospital, where Watkins was declared dead and the pillion admitted in serious but stable condition. As at December 23, 465 persons have died from 404 fatal collisions. A record 487 crash fatalities were registered in 2021. Westmoreland rape suspect charged. A man has been arrested and charged with rape, abduction, and assault at common law following a December 19 incident involving a college student in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland. Charged is the 36-year-old Kamal Jarrett of Chantilly Gardens, Savannah Lamar. He was charged on Friday after being positively identified by the student. Reports are that about 7:10 p.m. on Monday, December 19, the 18-year-old girl was walking along the roadway towards the White House bus park when a white Toyota Axia motorcar drove up beside her. It is alleged that the driver rolled down his window, brandished a firearm, and pointed it at her. Further reports are that the man ordered the young woman to get into the car, and in fear of her life, she complied. The suspect then reportedly took her to Chantilly Gardens in the parish, where he allegedly raped her. Prime Minister says more support will be mobilized for 16-year-old gun victim. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says more support will be mobilized to assist with the medical treatment and welfare of 16-year-old Nashon Blair, who is paralyzed after being hit by a stray bullet last year. Holness said this includes providing financial aid to cover a few months of physiotherapy sessions, a tablet, and a family vacation to celebrate the holidays. The Prime Minister provided details during a visit to Nashon's home in Newhall, Manchester, earlier this month. He informed that since assisting Nashon in his first visit to the United States for treatment, he has been tracking his progress. Whatever limited means we have, we will give you support. I am happy to see that Nashon is making some progress, he said. Nashon has been paralyzed from the shoulders down, but regained the feeling in his arms after receiving a power wheelchair and physiotherapy during his treatment in the United States. On March 30, 2021, which was also Nashon's birthday, he visited a shop in his community to purchase a drink. During a robbery attempt, gunmen fired shots, hitting the teenager in the upper back. Holness said the availability and indiscriminate use of firearms in the country are creating mayhem, especially with the younger population. The government has a responsibility and a duty, and as much as possible, I am going to see what we can do to support Nishon, he said. Meanwhile, Nishon said that since his paralysis, life has become more difficult for his family. It has affected my family a lot because even as my mom said, she is not the type of person to just be sitting down and not work. She was always going, just trying to provide for our family, he said. I had dreams to provide for my family, their needs and wants. I always wanted to have my own business, where if they want anything, they could call me and I would be there to provide for them, Nishon added. His mother, Kedine Wilson Blair, said it is very hard as I have to be the one bathing and feeding him because my son is like a baby now. I have to be nurturing him like a baby. I'm still here taking it step by step, keeping the faith and continue to hold on because I know one day I am going to see my son walk again, she said. The government continues to implement stricter measures to tackle gun crimes across the island, which include the recent approval of the Firearms Prohibition, Restriction and Regulation Act, which will see convicted individuals being sentenced to between 15 years and life behind the bars. Firearm and ammunition seized in Hanover. A Glock 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 11 9mm rounds of ammunition was seized by the police in Old Penn District, Ramble, Hanover on Sunday night. The police report that about 11:30 p.m., a team was on mobile patrol in the area when the cops came upon a group of men at a bar. According to the police, the men ran and were chased. They say the firearm and ammunition fell from one of the men and was retrieved. The men escaped into the area. Fallout in immunization, a major concern for nurses. Nurses Association of Jamaica President Patsy Edwards Henry has speculated that the fallout in immunization numbers could be linked to the health system not reconciling data collected from mothers. The Ministry of Health and Wellness has embarked on a national catch-up campaign for all vaccines administered to children from birth to 12 years. Mrs. Edwards Henry told the news that the public health nurses have given the assurance that the numbers should improve by March next year. The fallout has been blamed on the attention that was given to the COVID-19 pandemic as well as a greater vaccine hesitancy during the period. She noted as well, though, that there are other factors to consider, including mothers changing primary health care facilities, which affected the collection of data. Police Commissioner seeking more SOEs. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson has confirmed that he will this week make a recommendation to the government for another round of states of emergency. The last round of SOEs expired over a week ago, but General Anderson told the news that he would be seeking more of the same to start from the latter part of the year into the early part of next year. He noted that despite a decline in crime in recent days, there are several hotspots that are of concern to the police high command. Accordingly, he said the police will continue using the strategies that have been deployed outside of the states of emergency under Operation Relentless. He added that more police recruits will be deployed early next year to combat rising crime and violence.
The team has been working really hard over the last 3 months to reduce crime, all sorts of crime, but particularly in terms of violent crime. We will, of course, have just come out of a state of public emergency, and certainly before the end of the year, I'll be seeking another one to start from the latter part of the year and into early part of next year. So as one of our strategies, of course, all the other policing strategies that we use are still going to be used over this period. All of that under Operation Relentless, including what we do under an SOE, is still use the techniques and tactics under Operation Relentless, plus those additional powers given to us under a state of public emergency. We're looking forward to a better year next year, a lower year, but the team has been working nonstop to actually pull things back to make sure that people have a safe and secure period over the Christmas. Fortunately, over the past 2 months or so, we've graduated over 600 officers, and they're out there. They are enthusiastic. Some of them, it's their first Christmas out as police officers. When I saw them last night on the road on Christmas Eve on Grand Market, they all seemed enthusiastic about being out there and doing their part for the security of our people.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.